Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Sparkles, where I turn imagination into reality. Thank you for tuning in and giving me a few minutes of your time. Leave a comment below and let me know how my craftsmanship has came along. Also like and share this video. And if you'd like to watch my progression as a one-stop shop, subscribe and let us take the journey together. Galaxy Sparkles. All right, guys, it's Saturday, December 7th, 2024. Today, I'm going to build a more simple ring than I attempted yesterday. Yesterday, I just bit off more than I can chew, allowed my imagination to outweigh my talent, that's for sure. So today, we're going to focus on something a little more simple now that we got the soldering down and we got the right materials in for soldering. We're going to focus on our craftsmanship today and probably build just something fairly simple with a nice little bezel. I'm going to attempt to put a bezel, maybe a couple of bezels, and just make a few different objects today. Just something simple and just practice our craftsmanship. So y'all stay tuned and let me get these metals flattened out. We're also going to cut off of our 6 foot, 1.5 inch piece of copper over there in the corner. And we'll see what we can't come up with today. Something nice, simple, beginner-like, and begin practicing some craftsmanship. Y'all hang tight. I'll be right back with you. Alrighty. We got us down there probably close to 1.5 mils thick. That's what we're going to start with right there. All right, guys, we got this piece of 1.5 inch here, copper. We're gonna cut us a little piece off here. All right, let's get this thing annealed, softened up so we can manipulate it a whole lot easier. Alright guys, let's get this thing soldered up here. All right, guys, there's my second little bezel that I've made today, and I'm just practicing my craftsmanship. This one looks a whole lot better than the first one I just created, so I'm going to snip that off with my little straight snips and pickle it, and we're going to do a little soldering here in just a moment. Just like I said, today we're just kind of putting some things together, just basic stuff, trying to improve our craftsmanship. Oh yeah, it's a nice looking bezel. I'm just going to solder some pieces together and something kind of like that. Maybe make a trio little piece. Just make a little trio bezels, 3 bezels, and maybe stack. Just start doing some stacking. Just stack it up, make it look like who done it. But just practice some nice quality, easy beginner craftsmanship level coppersmithing. All right, guys, y'all hang tight. Let me get this pickled up, and we'll start soldering it up and putting it on the ring. Y'all hang tight. Dang, it's hot. Try something like that. We can operate. Keep our hands out of that fire. That stuff is getting hot. All right, guys, we got some clay holding that together, and let's see if we can't. I'm gonna put me a glove on, I know that, just to help keep the heat. All right, guys, we got that all pickled up there. We're gonna see about getting this thing nice and soldered up now. I just kind of got it tacked on there at this particular moment. So let's see if we can get this thing soldered up. Put me some heat shield on that fingers and a little protection. I'm just really enjoying this process today, guys. I'm really focusing on craftsmanship and not just soldering like I was yesterday. And I'm really pleased with the outcome of this particular ring today. So let's see if I can get this solder so springy. It's so springy. Let's see if we can get this thing soldered up now, guys. Like I said, I just kind of got it tacked on there. It was so dirty from, come on now. It was so dirty from the putty. And it seemed like the putty was actually keeping the metal cooler. And the metal wasn't heating up very well. Here we go. I don't know why I continue losing my flame. Oh yeah. Alright guys, I got that gap filled over there. I had to bring this one side of the bezel down to the ring, and it kind of messed the ring up, but the size of the ring is between an 11 and a 12, so it's around the 11 and a half basically, and I just don't have the mandrel in yet where I can shape it, so it's going to be a little out of form. But other than that, I'm going to be very pleased with the outcome of this particular ring. Get this thing pickled up, cleaned up, see what we got to file away and make it look best as we can. So you guys hang out. I'll be right back in about 5 minutes. We're gonna let that pickle for about 5 minutes nice and clean. We're gonna do some filing and some finishing touches. All right guys, thank y'all for hanging out this long. We'll see y'all in a few. All right guys, I got this ball vise right here, and it's gonna come in fairly handy. Clean up all these excessive solder joints. Definitely gonna have to improve on that. I had a fairly huge gap that I was trying to fill and just kind of got carried away with the solder in this one corner. Well, I really like this little ball vise. That's pretty handy. Alright guys, we're going to bust out this little Dremel I picked up, and we're going to see if these tips that I picked up are going to do what I need them to do. So let's see what happens. In the future, I do plan on picking up a flex shaft. Needs a lot of work done right there in that corner. I'm just not going to make that happen today. I am going to begin practicing my soldering so I don't have so much excess left over to clean up, that's for sure. But we got it looking fairly good. Let's pickle it and just kind of take a closer look at it here. Hang out just a second, guys, and I'll be right back. Hang tight. Well, guys, that's what we ended up with today. It's definitely an improvement from yesterday. quality wise. I was a half size. It was supposed to be a size 12. It's a 11 and a half. But that was due to my snips. I'm going to definitely have to get some different snips, because whenever the snips I do have, where are them at? These are like 10 snips, and the way the blade is set, I'm unable to see the line. And I was it was supposed to be a 76 millimeter, and I came up to like 74.5 millimeters, and it's just a little short. So I'm gonna get the scissor type snips, because these just aren't going to do it. The way they're angled, I'm unable to see where I'm needing to cut. So I'm definitely going to have to get some better snips other than these 10 snips. But just all in due time, just process and elimination and fine-tuning my tools, and we'll begin improving this craftsmanship. But this is definitely from not even an F yesterday to I'd take a D- on this for sure. My ovalness, I know it's all out of, not perfect. It's not even, it's round, but there's a bunch of flaws in it. There are a bunch of flaws in it. That's just the bottom line, and I'd give it a D-. I do have a mandrel on the way that I'll be able to shape this ring and make it look a whole lot better than that. It's just these wooden mandrels I'm just caught in between a size and unable to get it any more rounded than that. So I've done almost the best I can other than cleaning up. I got a sander I'll be having next week. I should be having my workbenches completely sturdied up and beefed up next week. I'll be getting some vices and just begin fine-tuning my tools that I'm going to need. And definitely with the tools that I get in, I'll be able to improve craftsmanship just by gaining better tools and tools that needed to give better craftsmanship. So guys, I give myself a D- today. I'll let you grade it if you like. But that's what we got. We got 3 bezels like we was going to make some stones. My bezel work's definitely improved. My soldering I do have down, other than excessive solder. And the reason for that excessive solder today was just because the gaps. I tried to bend these around so there's not so much gaps, but it's just going to be trial and error. I'm a beginner, and this is only my second ring making in metal, so not too bad in my eyes, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, I'm sending out a huge energy ball full of energy, full of love, full of joy, and full of connectedness. Coming at you. All right, catch it if you can. If you stayed this long, thank you. And we'll see y'all Monday.